Andy Murray has revealed his worst result of 2021 was when he got smoked by Denis Shapovalov at Wimbledon. But the former world number one said he suffered a nightmare grass court season because he was not fully fit and could not train properly. "My preparation was a disaster," he said. The three-time Grand Slam champion will face world number 4 Alex Zverev in the third round of the BNP Paribas Open. Murray, 34, has yet to beat a top 10 player since overcoming the German in August last year. The Scot improved his record to 11-9 this year by fighting back to beat Carlos Alcaraz 5-7, 6-3, 6-2 in the second round. He has lost 9 times this season, with 7 coming against top 13 players. But before facing the new Olympic champion, Murray insisted he can still compete with the top players. And he said his most disappointing display was losing 6-4, 6-2, 6-2 against the Canadian number 12 under the center court roof in June. It was his first appearance in the Wimbledon singles since 2017. "I do genuinely believe that I can win tournaments again and I can have big results against the top players," said Murray. "There's nothing that has happened recently, barring probably the Shapovalov match that I played at Wimbledon where I got absolutely smoked. Pre-Wimbledon you spoke to my team and the guys that are working with me and my preparation was a disaster. I hardly got to practice in the build-up to the Queens. I didn't know if I was even going to play Queens and so I have to cut myself a bit of slack with regards to how the grass season went. But I just don't see any reason why I can't still compete against the top players and beat them in big events." Murray is currently ranked world number 121 but will suffer a big drop down the rankings after this event in California unless he reaches the semifinals, as he will lose the points for winning the 2019 European Open, his last victory. Losing to Zverev will see him fall to about number 170. He is ranked number 113 in the singles race for points this year. "It's a big drop because of the way the points have been working recently," said the Scot. "I have barely played the whole of last year and some of the players have still got like 50% of their points I think from certain events this year. I think the race is something I should be focusing on as it is more of a reflection of how the year is going for me. But let's try to be positive here. I just had a big win against a top player who reached the quarters of the US Open. Beating some top players like that and the ranking will take care of itself. I should have won more matches than I have done this year. That's for sure. There are lots of matches where I definitely feel like I could have won and that would have changed things. But I've got a winning record on the tour this year even when not playing particularly well and physically not being great, so there's some positive signs in there amongst the negative of not having won as many matches I would have liked and dropping in the rankings."